And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Hard-headed. Yes, indeed. It is The Bonfire. We are live on a Monday. Big J. Okerson, Dan Soder, actually on vacay right now. So sitting in for him, a Bonfire fave. I mean, to me.
I love him.
You're my fave. That, of course, is Mikey Fenoich, Mike Fenoya.
Throw another log on the fire. It is a cold one.
It is cold outside. And then so hot on the subway. I hate the subway.
I fucking hate the subway. This was brutal.
Everything about it was terrible. We were packed in like sardines. There was a baby who was not impressed with us, to say the least.
But wouldn't break eye contact. Wouldn't blink. It was really a fucking evil baby.
It was a flat-out stare down, everybody. We're on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. The number, of course. It's not here, so what is it? 844-COMEDY-9. Nailed it. 844-COMEDY-9. If you want to call in BS with me and the Fenoich. We got a Starbucks that only took a half hour to get from a crowd that, oh my God, that staff was the worst.
Dude, middle of New York City, middle of the biggest city during the holidays, and these fuckers are dragging their feet. 5 people waiting for drinks. Tip. It's fucking ridiculous.
5 people.
The guy's like, so wait, you wanted how many pumps?
Hold up. Hold on, wait.
How many pumps, dude?
The worst part is you got iced coffee. That's just there.
It's the easiest thing.
It's like pouring a soda.
It's like filling a keg. It's like filling a cup at a keg. It's that simple.
Except faster.
Dude, I hate the subway so goddamn much, man. I'll tell you, like, before living here, when I moved here, I would pack clothes like I was, like, going away for a week, and it would just be for a night of shows, because running around, you sweat uncontrollably. And then
especially this time of year, you're, like, freezing outside, and you go down to the subway, and you're like, why did I bring a coat? And you go outside and you're like, my chin hurts.
My nostrils are stuck together.
It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was bad.
And everyone complains, though, when I want to, not you, but I get a lot of complaints, Dan Soder, when I want to just take Ubers. I just want to take Ubers up.
I'm a cab guy.
Come on.
Big time cab guy.
Yeah, whatever. Whiten up, bros.
That's it. It's not a waste of money to me. People go, how are you going to waste your money on a cab? And it's like, fucking, it's absolutely not a waste of money at all.
Yeah, what am I, a Salvadorian immigrant? I'm trying to get to work.
I'd rather Teen Wolf on the fucking thing.
I'm trying to get to my white-collar work. Will you please let me get there in style?
You and I both do talk about how we hate the summer and love the winter.
I do love the winter more.
Yeah, I totally do. I hate the summer.
I'd rather bundle up.
Oh, absolutely, because you could drop layers and shit. You can't.
But then it is, though, like I said, especially as a smoker, if you go outside to smoke a cigarette in the winter, you are like, what am I doing?
Yeah, it is bad. It's really bad.
Because when you roll out of bed, you want to, like, go out and, like, in whatever clothes you're wearing to bed.
Yeah.
And I hate having to get up and put on, like, multiple layers. Like, just right out of bed, and I'm wearing sweatpants, boots.
You start dressing for bed based on your morning cigarette?
Oh, yeah. I don't use heat almost all winter.
No, I sleep with the windows. You told me today. I gotta start shutting the windows in the apartment.
In the bathroom.
I leave windows open all the time. Am I the only one? Do you guys do that? Do you leave the windows open in the winter with air cranked?
Jacob, do you? I would have never guessed that. I assume you like to be warm and cozy.
I do, but they have the heat. I got all the steamer heaters blasting. I can't shut them off. So.
Yeah, I also hate New York heat like that. It's just like my whole heat is conducive to like a hot metal grate in the corner of my house. That happens to be near all of my wires, by the way.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Our place is a severe hazard.
It's gotta be.
It's ridiculous that there's either no heat or it's like a goddamn fire in your room. It's there's like nothing.
But it's fucking steam heat. What'd you say, Mark Face?
Your apartment is ridiculous.
Hot-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been in there. It's brutal. We got nudes.
It depends how it goes.
We did a nude Jamcast one time because it was too fucking hot in there.
Did you guys peel down?
Peeled off.
I believe you.
Yeah, sweat rings and everything. He tied his T-shirt to his head.
Yeah, but I did that.
Did Bear Grylls tells you got to pee on that shirt and then tie it on your head. That's how you stay ultimately cool.
Dude. It's going to be a fucking brutal one.
I don't understand why New York's heat has to be steam heat like we're fucking living on a freighter.
It's out of control what we pay for the shit that we live in. It's really fucking crazy.
This Sounding Off with Mike Fenoy, everybody.
Guys, what do you think about living in What is it like in your city? The number is
844 Comedy Night. If you want to bitch about your heat,
we just redid the heat in the house in Connecticut. It's fucking $8,000 for a whole new like hot water and furnace thing, like a small, like more economical one you put on the wall, and it's like we can like fill a pool with hot water. It's great. It never runs out
because it's electronic.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty great, but also you can control it, which is better.
Moving ahead, is that better for the environment?
I believe so. I don't fucking know, man.
I wouldn't oversweat it because the human robot Stephen Hawking says I saw a video. He says we have 1,000 years left on Earth. Perfect.
1,000 years?
That's fine for me.
Cool.
That calmed me down.
I littered right when I heard that.
That really, honest to God, that calmed me down. I'm like, oh, so no apocalypse in my lifetime. Perfect. That's fine.
It took you off worrying about other things for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. Now I'm right back to my own cancers and God knows what.
I have finger cancer.
Yeah, you have finger cancer. No, but I mean, like, sometimes the weather, like summertime weather especially, can scare the shit out of you. You ever see that thing like in Arizona? It's like your sneakers will melt to the floor if you stand still for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, that's nuts.
Saturday, what was it, Christine? 70 during the day here, and then it poured, and then it was ice at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking says with climate change, we got 1,000 years. Before what? I don't know. What's going to be the cataclysmic thing that happens, like a giant flood or something in 1,000 years? Like, I couldn't pretend to give a shit about how many great-grandchildren down the road from me that is. That's their, fuck them.
That's their problem, man.
I don't even know that prick. Isaac? Fuck you, Isaac. His name's going to be Isaac.
Isaac Okerson.
Isaac Okerson.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Too much other shit to worry about.
You got to worry about your kids. You can't worry past great-grandchildren. How could you have an emotion towards those pricks?
See, so I'm having no kids, so I shouldn't be worrying at all.
Yeah, well, none that you know of.
I should just be fucking throwing whopper fucking... do you remember, like, growing up that, like, you'd see somebody on the highway, like, and they would just, like, literally just, like, fastball a bag of McDonald's outside the window, like, all the time?
Yeah, that was me,
like,
dude.
Littering was just a thing we did. Do you remember that? Like, I just always felt like people were just launching shit out windows.
What, am I going to change my life for one teary Indian? Fuck him. No, but now I'm much better at it. Look, I also never gave a shit about a seatbelt, and then, like, once it became, like, law, like, now I just automatically, I don't think about it or over give a shit, and now I would find it weird to not wear one. But when I grew up, my mom never made me wear a seatbelt. She didn't give a shit. Her arm was my seatbelt.
That's right, mom arm.
That thin arm, that big rack. She's like, I'll be fine. I have to save my baby.
Just built-in fucking airbags.
Then she beefed me up so I could have my own tits to save myself.
I literally, I buckle I wear a seatbelt strictly to just stop the beeping. That's the only reason. I never wore one. When I had a car that, like, didn't have the thing, the annoying fucking beep.
Yeah.
My car won't stop until I guess I could
it
buckle
will eventually.
it and then...
No, it will eventually.
Not the Honda.
It don't have to stop.
Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't wait long enough.
Yeah. Hang on. Paul in Texas wants to talk. He's telling us not to bitch because he has to deal with insane heat in Texas. No, buddy, Paul. I get you, dude.
Hey, what's up, Big J?
What's up, my friend? You're on with me and Fenoich over here. I'm not bitching, dude. I know. If I do heat all year round... Because Christine will always jump in with the California, the weather's great, and at nighttime you just have a fan. You have a fan in the nighttime. But, no, I know. Intense heat, when you just got to, like, AC all year round. AC is the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I hate AC, but it's so necessary.
Yeah, you need it.
And that Texas sun, man, one of the worst. It made everybody, when I was on that corn tour, San Antonio, Paul, the Sunken Garden Amphitheater, everybody got sick. It was 121 degrees, and everyone just got sick.
A shithole.
The San Antonio?
No, well, sometimes, but the garden has, like, mosquitoes and everything, and, like, it's so hot and humid.
Yeah, it felt like a swamp.
Yeah. Where are you in Texas?
Supposed to be.
Where are you in Texas, Paul?
I'm in San Antonio.
Oh.
But I was born in Houston.
You were born in Houston.
Yeah, which is even more of a swamp-ass capital.
And what happened? You just decided to stay there. You didn't want to go check out some cooler temperatures, maybe?
Yeah, but I went to school here and I got a job, so I decided to stay. I mean, coming from Houston, San Antonio was a huge relief, believe it or not. Like, the humidity causes it to be so much worse.
And still unlimited Mexicans.
There you go. You got green chili there.
Yeah, being Mexican, I'm like the majority here, so I'm kind of like, all right. But I don't know after this election. we'll see how it goes.
Are you Mexican, Paul?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you think he's well, you're here legally, I have to assume. I guess if you're not, don't say it now.
Did it come with the car you're not paying for?
Yeah. My white friend wanted me to go to South America, like, for New Year's or something. I was like, dude, you're white. You can go. I don't know if I can come back.
Are you, what generation American are you?
I'm a first-generation American.
So does that mean he moved here?
No.
Or does that mean his
That
parents?
means he was born here.
Yeah.
All right,
His
cool.
parents moved here. He was born here.
Yeah. My mom actually came over here on a passport, had a visa, and overstayed her visa and was here illegally during, like, the Reagan administration. And because of that, my whole family was able to stay because of the amnesty that Ronald Reagan put through.
Good old Ronnie.
My family is actually, yeah.
They owe it all to Ronald Reagan.
You said your mom came here on a passport. I thought you were going to say pool float. You, like, paused for a minute.
My mom came over here in a fun noodle. Well, Paul, thanks for calling. Stay cool, my friend.
You too, man.
Take care, brother.
Dude, that's the thing, Texas, too. It's like, that's definitely swamp-ass heat. Like, Denver, when I lived there, 110 during the day, but like 50 at night, and it was a dry heat. Like, nosebleed, like, you're just standing there and you crack a nosebleed. But you don't realize how dehydrated and shit. Like, you're not sweating a ton.
I don't like dry heat either. Ooh. I'm not even sure the correlation of the song.
Denver heat?
He said the word sweat.
Oh.
I'm going to make you sweat.
Lou, you're ahead of us, buddy.
Yeah, baby. They should have been playing this in the fucking subway.
I think New York City summer is probably the worst thing. It really is. Because you're in a giant frying pan.
Yeah, and the asphalt heat, it bounces off the ground and comes back up and catches you right in the fucking face. I have to wear a hat. That's what
I was saying. Should I say it's like walk heat?
It's there you go.
It's like we're living in a giant
It's like
walk.
George Foreman grill heat.
Yeah,
Lou,
top and bottom.
You wear a hat all year round anyway to keep your noggin kind of, in the summer, if you take your hat off, how fast do you roast?
Yeah, it cooks your brain. Is that the same with you?
Yeah, it's impossible, dude. It sucks.
Do you guys both get those sweat rings that go around the hat, that white thing around your hat?
No, it's brutal.
I have to wash my hat all the time. It smells like sweat.
Just buy a new hat, Lou.
How many hats do you... What's your rotation? You got a couple, or you just go with the one?
I got one. I wash it once a week.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it your lucky hat?
Yeah.
Do you have some belief in that hat?
Yeah, it's a Mets hat.
But what do you believe in that hat? What is it? What's the good times?
I have a weird shaped head, so it's like the only thing that fits me correctly.
What's wrong with your head?
It's
bulbous,
oblong.
Let me see.
Like, hats don't fit around my stupid head.
Your head's not weird. I've seen some fucking bad shaved heads. That's
just
a normal
doesn't
looking.
Fit a hat.
Oh man, if I shave my head, it is an ugly head.
Really?
Have you ever tried, Jacob? Shaving your head down?
No.
Oh man, I look so ridiculous. I wore a hat when I shaved my head until it grew back like a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I look like a
no, but you wear like a fitted hat and it fits your head normal.
I look like I was at like a special education camp or something. It really did. Like I was like running around like they have to do like archery, but it's got to be like with suction cup arrows because they don't trust me.
Get hurt. Lawn darts. I got to get the ones that are like the trucker hats, Lou, that are like netting in the back. Wash it a couple times, loosen it up. That's what I got to go. I can't fitted hats. Don't fit me either.
Right.
I fucking hate wearing a hat.
Trucker's not the style anymore, but I'll still wear it just because it'll fit better.
I clearly don't care about style.
You can catch information like this and more on Lou and Mike's new podcast, 2 Cue Balls, Talking Shit.
My style now. I'm wearing neo-Nazi shoes, New Balance. They fucking are the shoes of the neo-Nazis.
Really?
The New Balance. You hear about this?
No.
The New Balance guy put some shit out about how he was a Trump supporter.
'Cause it's got a wide foot for marching.
For stomping fucking heads. And the double N, I believe. So they said the white supremacists came out and they go, these are the official sneakers of...
Oh, that's so cool. So does that mean my combat boots now are back to just being plain old... like liberal, I can just be liberal. I can love everybody.
You can take the black.
I was having a hard time.
You can take the black fist sticker off the back now and just rock them.
Oh, God. I was really having to prove a lot with these combat boots on.
As if I already didn't look racist enough. Now I got fucking racist shoes.
This Week in Race, Sisterhood Immigration, the official shoe of white people?
New Balance.
Now, that's not saying white supremacist, Mike. Are you jumping the gun here?
They said, who came out with it, right? Was the guy, the New Balance... I don't know, CEO or one of those fucking suits said that he was supporting Trump, and then white supremacists came out and said, yeah, these are our shoes. I forget which one it was.
So they started connecting the dots.
Yeah.
I get the white supremacists, like, if you like Trump...
It's the white, it's the...
I'll tell you what, this is going to be unpopular, but I definitely feel a little bad for Trump in that regard, because you can't choose your affiliations. Being around those heavy metal tours as I have in my life and talking to a lot of those guys, whether it be on SDR show or just like circumstantially at concerts, heavy metal guys hate that so much, but there's nothing you could do. Like, you go to a heavy metal concert, there's going to be a faction of white supremacists there.
Yeah.
And I was out with Korn, which is essentially like, so much of their stuff is like, inspired by like rap and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, he told me his greatest moment was performing at the Apollo because Nas and Busta Rhymes were there.
Yeah. And
then they have to look out and perform and see like neo-Nazi guys after like banging their heads to their music. And he's like, what can you do? Nothing I can do about that. You know, you can't like, you can't see who's buying the tickets when they buy them.
No, you can't control who likes you.
Well, that was great. Remember, the lead singer of Disturbed said that he's actually spotted them in the audience and kicked them out of shows because he's Jewish and he has neo-Nazi show up at his concert. He stopped the concerts and told them to move along.
That's awesome. So we'll see if Trump stops rallies and makes people take off their New Balance and fucking... People have been burning their sneakers now. True story.
All I want now is Disturbed to make a complete like Jewish holiday album.
By the way, this whole white supremacist New Balance thing, it looks like it's over a quote about the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is a trade agreement, and they said that they thought that Obama turned a blind eye to them, and they think Trump will move in the right direction. So it was about...
because of this terrible, awful Negro.
No, but that's almost what I'm saying with like Trump's thing. It's like they just go, they're like, white supremacists support you, Mr. Trump, and he's like, yeah, I don't want that, don't do that, and they're like, no, we're totally behind you. So now, when someone, any company goes like, I like Trump, it's like, we love Trump now too, and now we love
like,
you.
Boycott these products because this person fucking supports them and shit. It's like, come on, man, really?
You shouldn't burn your New Balances.
Hell no, send them to me. If they're an 11 wide, send them to the studio.
If you're if you're burning your New Balance because the guy from New Balance supports Trump, like what this country is going in a bad... Those same people are the ones that claim they want this country to come together. Like, they're the people who, like, the Hillary supporters who lost are the ones who are dividing this country right now. Like, they are doing that. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's
fucking ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
Get behind the goddamn president now and hope he does a good job. I hope he doesn't do terrible things. I don't want him to do terrible things. You want to do a good job. These people are like, hopefully he fails so he's out in 4 years. Like, if he fails, he'll be out in 4 years, I'm sure. But, I mean, like, what the fuck are you...
He could be out sooner, but that's, if they impeach him.
But the point I'm saying is, like, his failures would be, like, if he starts, like, kicking out people who deserve to be here, or he starts fucking doing something, like, terrible, just whatever his policies are that everyone's worried about. God forbid he, goes back to, like, abortion's illegal, if that's even fucking possible for him to do that. If he makes that happen, like, I don't want that to happen just so he can get out of office. Like, I hope he doesn't do terrible things and does a good job. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, burning New Balance because a guy voted for a certain... It doesn't make any sense. It's the bitchiest fucking move of all.
And it's a fantastic sneaker. You don't want to fucking waste sneakers like that.
You keep going back to what a great sneaker it is.
It's an amazing... And Andy's a big fan.
I swear to God, I just bought a pair today.
Of course you did, because it's almost Fish Week at the Garden.
That's it. This is a nice dancing shoe right here. Let me tell you. This New Balance 574.
That's what I got.
Size 11
All
wide.
black leather, baby.
Inside pocket to hide your acid.
You can put your nugs in your fucking tongue, man.
Well, also, isn't the whole thing with New Balance is that they're like anti-sweatshop and made in America and all that? Because I remember there was like a whole thing where liberals love New Balances for that reason.
Yeah, it's made out of good vibes and dead tapes.
What'd that horse face say?
What'd you say, mule? Christine got called a horse face.
Yeah, on Reddit. Fuck people.
Yeah, they're the greatest sneakers. I love them. Fuck it. I don't care.
You love them and you hate blacks, so it really works out.
Yeah, if I couldn't look any more undercover cop walking down our street.
Could you be bald, wear New Balances, and hate
Next thing you know, they're going to be like, oh, flannels are the fucking shirt of all fucking black beaters.
Should you start wearing your swastika armband now, Mike? Because I'm starting to think people are going to get an idea.
I saw 2 undercover cops make a bust right on our corner at like 3 a.m. the other night. And
what?
An old black man and a young white man, and 2 undercover cops who
suspicious.
literally looked just like me. And I walked in between the two of them right about time of the bust, and the two dudes ran at me, and I swear to God, I thought I was getting jumped. Like, I had to, like, you know, they had, like, those kind of quilted inside, like, flannel jackets. They just got on these dudes. I think they were doing, like, a drug deal or something. But they fucking roughed them up pretty hard.
Did they give him the biz?
They got the foot to the face, kind of, you know, on the ground, and, yeah, they turned to me. I was like, you guys good here? You all set?
Oh, I love watching that guy. Is this Hill Street Blues?
Surprised we don't see more. Well, we do see quite a bit of cop activity on our street.
Well, we don't see busts because there's a police station there.
Right, but I mean, with all the people that, like...
Also, anything I've ever complained about on our street, they never do anything about.
Yeah, you actually...
I'm like, hey, cops, there's a guy outside stabbing a guy. He's like, we'll call it in. I'm like, call it, you're here. I'm talking to a live cop, you fuckhead.
Yeah, it's bad.
I saw the guy scrubbing his dick every day, and then now I don't even tell anymore. Now I just look at him scrubbing his dick.
Wait,
and once in a while, there's a girl in the window.
Dick? Oh, in the window. Yeah, your guy.
Across the street, the guy who roughs up his suspect in the window.
That guy's got a hammer.
He does got a piece on him, though.
I've seen that thing.
And a good ass for a guy in his 50s, I'm guessing. Christine, right? Guy's got a decent bod.
Yeah.
Mega piece.
Mega piece.
We got a lot of bums in our neighborhood all of a sudden, huh? It's like growing by the fucking...
No, I think it's been pretty...
Dude, how many did we pass just today? Asking for, like specific fucking thing. This girl's like, I don't really want money, but can I have a slice of pizza?
Yeah, can you deviate from your day and go... By the way, she wasn't standing outside of a pizza place.
She wasn't even close.
She was like, hey, man, give me a walk over here and grab me a slice of pizza. Hey, can you go co-sign for me to get this Sleepy's mattress?
Can you drive me to a Rent-A-Center?
It's weird. We've lived there so long now. There's actually some of the junkies where, like, I'm so familiar with them at this point that I wave hello as I walk by.
Yeah, I don't even count them anymore.
Hey, can you get me a vintage Guns N' Roses t-shirt? Oh, man, I'm so cold. Can you get me a 3/4 length sleeve Led Zeppelin Swan Song shirt?
Size XX? If they don't have it, I don't want it. I don't want it. It's like no more begging. It's like,
is that an extra large? Never mind. I don't want it.
I gave a guy pizza in San Francisco, and he got mad that I didn't give him a drink.
No shit.
I gave him a whole large pizza, and he goes, nothing to drink?
Why'd you give him a whole large pizza?
We got, like, way too much pizza, and we drank. It took forever, so we got, like, real full-on beers, and then we ate, like, 2 of the 3 larges we ordered, and we were walking back to, like, another bar, and we're like, I don't want to carry this, and there was this homeless dude, and I'm like, if you guys don't want it, I'll give it to him. And I gave it to him, and he was like, nothing, no drink.
I've done so much nice stuff for homeless people. I've never been met with, like, the, thank you kindly. This has been really great.
Never.
Last night we were throwing out pizza, leftover pizza, and Christine was like, no, should we just leave it on the box on top of the cans for, like, in case somebody wants it? Because she'll always write free food, you know, pizza, fresh pizza, whatever. And I'm like, throw it out. They don't give a shit. No. They're never nice about it. Will Sylvan's the sweetest human being I've ever met. Haitian Will?
Haitian Will.
Haitian Will, one time I saw, years ago. I mean... 12, 13 years ago, we drove through a McDonald's, and he got, like, cheeseburgers. He got a 2 cheeseburger meal, I think, and there was a homeless guy. We were pulling out of the thing at a red light, and he offers him the cheeseburger. He goes, man, I don't want that shit. Fuck, it was so weird. Like, does that to be the reaction of that? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's crazy.
If you leave clothes out, they go for the clothes, so I don't feel bad doing that, because they got a bunch. Because this is, again, we're talking about the cold. We're bitching about the cold, going out to smoke a cigarette, man.
They're living
when
in
you see a guy sleeping on the street in this kind of weather, you're like, that sucks dick. But that means they really don't want to go to a shelter. Those shelters sound terrifyingly dangerous.
Yeah, they totally do. There's one right near us, and I walk by it every now and then, and it's fucking...
I think it's a halfway house of some sort.
The men's shelter on 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd and 2nd.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dicey over there.
Yeah, we're not far from the Bowery Mission either.
Do you ever have to park over there? You ever park your car over there?
No.
I always do.
I'll circle another hour before parking. I'm very, like, particular for some reason about parking on our block or 4th. Because, like, I just don't like going down near there, man.
You don't trust people. It's that your New Balance is rubbing off.
It is a New Balance CRV, so it is the official car of white supremacists.
It'd be funny, you park your car by the men's shelter and just go to a bunch of black guys and you just lift up your pants. You're like, you see that? You see that shoe? You stay the fuck away from my car.
I just put a New Balance in the windshield. It's like my fucking Cobra.
That's your swastika. You go, you see that? Means not welcome. I will cut your Shylock nose off and shove it straight up your ass. You think you're gonna fuck my mother? Not on my watch. Holy shit.
I love it.
I love it. We have a bunch of fun stuff to talk about today. I could already see some callers want to talk about the Kanye and Trump thing. I got to dig more into that. I watched a little bit of the Kanye meltdown. Yes, that's what's going on here. John in Georgia, we don't take the call, but he says, he reaffirms what we said. The reason New Balance is upset is because of the foreign trade agreement. New Balance wants to make their shoes in the USA. Is that part of the trade agreement that you have to send work like that overseas? Can't you choose if you're a company to make your stuff wherever the fuck you want to make it?
I believe so. I think that the thing that people liked about New Balance, they tried to keep work in the country, and I think like other companies were doing it,
It's like American Apparel, right? They keep everything in the country, and we even use our own half-naked children to model the clothes.
Well, only white children work for pennies in America to make American Apparel shit.
Only in America.
You know what, man? I hate politics. I've never fucking been into politics. Like, I don't. If I'm going to throw something on, I'm not throwing on C-SPAN. I'll throw on ESPN or whatever, But because of this year, but it's like some people do fucking like watch this shit for like
nerds.
Yeah, real geekazoids. But I can't have a conversation now. This year, I feel like I'm watching it and I'm like, man, this is so fucking weird and stupid. Like everyone's talking about politics. That's the worst part.
It's dragging the dumbest things here, and we'll take Rhett's call in Florida here for a second because I'll let you bring up the subject. But I watched this video too. This is fucking grotesque. Rhett, am I saying your name right, Rhett?
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, buddy? You're on the Bonfire.
Hey, thanks, guys. What's up?
What's up, my friend?
I just got off work. I'm a flight attendant, and I just thought about this today. I barely heard about it, but people are apparently protesting the fucking Hamilton show, and I was like, why? He's like, well, Pence was there, and they made him sit through a speech, and I'm like, well, what was the speech? I was like, they made him said like they want to treat everybody right, make sure we're all diverse, and just treat everybody right. And I'm like, what's the problem? They're like, it's a fucking safe space. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. I'm like, I'm trying to make sure I'm hearing the story right. Like, what the fuck are people mad about that they just said treat everybody right, hope you do well, or did something else happen? Or?
Let me first say, a male flight attendant being concerned about the goings on of theater does not shock me. Does not shake my world.
I hear enough of it every day.
I'm sure, buddy. It's honest work, my friend. No,
I got like a fucking baby face too, so people think I'm like a fucking bottom. I'm like,
Hey, who's the power bottom giving me the safety speech? Hey, fruit
safety top.
Hey, fruit cup. This plane goes down. I'm going to float on you. Thanks for the call, Rhett. We'll talk about this. Thank you so much, man. But my thoughts on I watched that video, the Hamilton thing, and where I guess I disagree with Rhett, they didn't really say anything that was that big of a deal. It's just that, what's the time and the who else have they done this for? Where they stop the presses on everything to be like, hey, dude, this is, everyone, black people, Hispanic people, we're all here working together, and we're all just like, why do you think you have to keep hammering this home to this guy and these weird moments?
That's stupid.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, this is all going to look so stupid. By the way, the same thing, they're showing this. I saw this on World Star Hip Hop, because that's where I get my news. Mm-hmm. They were showing years ago what people were doing when Obama won. Do you know what I mean? The same thing. And then you just get like a year in, or 2 years in, and everyone's just kind of like, the world's spinning, man.
Yeah.
Everything's happening. Just fucking chill the fuck out. To stop. He's like, I see he's trying to leave right now. That's how he starts. He goes, I see you, but Mr. Pence, if you wouldn't mind, Vice President like Mr. Pence, if you could just sit here for a second while we say, and then he just gives him like a fucking, it's a lecture. It's a one-sided lecture. He goes, who needs that?
It's just so fucking stupid. It's just such pussy bullshit.
It's like by the way, make a video postcard from the cast of Hamilton and make that a public thing if you want, like that. To fucking Shanghai the guy and he goes, we really, really do appreciate you coming to see the show, though. Thank you from the bottoms of our hearts. He goes, is he going to go watch a hip-hop opera if he's really, like a raging racist, fucking whatever? Listen, Donald Trump scarily keeps standing by the fact that he's pro-life, and he's going to try to push that thing. That's the thing that I'd be like, that should not happen. That really shouldn't be overturned. I don't think it's going to. I think it's moronic to keep saying it.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be overturned, and that's not something that's going to happen in 4 years. A lot of this shit is.
But just everything. But Donald Trump, fucking black people would have been excited to meet Donald Trump 2 years ago. If they saw him on the street, they'd be so psyched to have just met him. Like, oh shit, Donald Trump,
take a picture with
making
him.
that money.
It's a Don.
But you know what I mean? Like Donald Trump's got like very public. Black friends, like celebrities or whatever you know what I mean? Like, it's just, It's just the correlation right away. It's like, well, he's like the man. He's like the rich man, so he's a racist. He's a misogynist. He's a blah, blah. Goes, all these old white men are. Is that Deb?
Yeah.
Oh, she popping in?
Uh-oh.
How's she look tonight?
Ooh.
Fine?
New
Fantastic.
hair.
She looks fantastic, Jacob.
I can't see her face. She's looking down at a picture of
She's
Jacob.
wearing a turtleneck. Yeah. She got those towels just shoved into that T-neck.
I hate that anybody gives a fuck about any of this boring, miserable garbage. It's so boring and it's so stupid, and who cares what happened at a theater? You know what? They weren't throwing baseballs at his head. They weren't like fucking hucking cups of coffee and soda at him.
No,
and,
but
like,
I think it's not the time or place to do that.
I don't care. But what I'm saying is all of this shit is so soft. Like nothing has happened. It's all this like, oh, he showed up and people said words, and you know maybe he shouldn't have shown up and all this.
But the concept of like, hey Trump, just remember, be good to black people. He's quite honestly, I think, publicly said nothing to the contrary of that.
No.
He said he's going to fix the inner city. You think he's going to do that by like getting rid of black people in the inner city? It's going to be black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're all a bunch of fucking bullshitters, and it's all a bunch of garbage. And anybody that takes the time to even like, just it's social media, dude. You know,
no,
like,
exactly. I'm saying they do that because it's going to go up on. And doesn't he say in the video, unless I'm crazy, doesn't he say everyone take out your like cell phone cameras or something?
Yeah, they encouraged it to be filmed and go out.
And it's like, look at us doing this thing. It's like, just fucking dance your stupid queefy play, idiots.
That's really it.
Fucking Hamilton, the hip opera.
They didn't really say stuff like watching John Legend on what was that on Real Time was pretty upsetting because he was just so standing firm on like this guy is a racist.
Because we have a racist woman hating president.
But what the Hamilton cast was saying was almost more reminiscent of Chappelle of like, hey, we're going to give you a chance and we want you to give us a chance.
I don't feel like that is what they're saying. They're saying like, just remember that. I know, but he's like saying it to like, listen, Dave Chappelle's thing was brilliant, and he had that little thing at the end. He doesn't speak for like he goes, I'm going to give him a chance because I hope you give us a chance too. That's what he said. It was understated and at the same time like booming. You know what I mean?
It was done with humor.
And it was done with humor all before it. It was done right. Mm-hmm. This thing on Hamilton is like, you're like lecturing the fucking vice president-elect. Like, fuck off, and then, cast of Hamilton. And then you know what shit.
And then you know what it was too. It's like then Trump retaliates on Twitter and tells everybody to apologize, and then everybody reacts to that like, oh, if Hamilton gets the president so pissed off, what's going to happen when fucking, you know, like Russia or North Korea or whatever, like wants to fucking fight with us? How's he going to handle that? Like now he's showing that he's got no patience whatsoever, and he's fucking lashing out, and it's just like. You take social media the fuck out of this, and like it's just another bullshit thing that nobody should care about.
It's a bunch of goddamn clams. We're gonna take our first break here in a second. I would say you can put Tyler in Ohio on for a second. I'll say hi to Tyler. Tyler Mowry, good dude. I want to say I was just in Grand Rapids this weekend at the Dr. Grin's Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And how you doing, Tyler?
Good, how are you, bud?
Tyler and his chick drove out 5 hours from Ohio.
Get out.
You'll know these names, Jacob, Lou, Mark Vase. You guys all know these names who came out. Gopak Joe.
Yeah.
His girlfriend, Crystal in Cleveland. Banana Peel, her husband. Tyler, they all came from, they came from Indiana, Ohio. All these people came out to support, man. Tyler, I can't thank you enough for being there, buddy. It was a great time.
I met Gopak Joe outside Village Underground, and you want to know how I knew it was him? His license plate says Gopak Joe.
Hell,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and I'll say something about Dr. Grin's, man. A lot of hot box in that place. It's one of those places where the whole complex is where the comedy club is. It's called the Bob, and it's like the bottom floor is like a bar with music playing, like you could dance. Second floor is like a bar with pool tables and stuff and some live music. Third floor is comedy club, and the floor above that is a nightclub, like actual nightclub dance club. And holy shit! If you're looking for poon, that is the place to go.
Head to the bar.
Tyler brought his chick, so I just fucked him while she watched. We were all in the same hotel.
5 hour drive, dude.
Yeah, it's 5 hours and 15 minutes, but I got there in about 4.5 though, because I drove about 90 mile an hour.
But who's counting?
What a fucking hero, bro.
Tyler, thank you so much for being there, man. Always good to see you, my friend. And we're gonna be right back.
Jay.
We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
Hey, this is Ali Sadiq. You listen to Bonfire with the Big J Okafoot Nintendo, PlayStation playing, Big J, in my room in Indiana, playing PlayStation all day, Big J, okay, and Dan Soder.
Oh, yeah, it's the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Okerson hanging out with Mike Vanoia. Danny Soder is on vacay. We'll get an update from Dan on Wednesday, I think, his week-long, where he abstains from smoking weed and masturbating.
And watching the Niners get smoked.
So I bet he is going to be uptight. Why not masturbate? Just because Nana's around?
No, just fucking, that's what earbuds are for, man.
No, I couldn't do it with earbuds on because I'd worry that she was going to be close. I'd want to hear that she's not there.
One in, one out.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's not a bad idea. I don't know, but any little creak I hear would just be too long. I'd rather jerk to no volume and just have my my other senses ready to go.
I think if I went blind, I'd still be able to jerk to sound, but I think I have a hard time. Like, I like sound. I'm a sound guy. I like hearing shit.
It's a mind blow how much quicker it makes a sesh when you can have sound, though.
Yeah, 100%.
I've done a lot of mute masturbating in my day, and having sound does change everything.
There's been, like, mediocre chicks that just are incredible screamers that I fucking quick.
Oh, man.
Just a quick splooge.
You guys are so right.
I have a blouse off or skirt up. I got my wiener out.
You guys are so right, by the way. We're through a window now. We have a porthole right into the Golf Channel, as we told you last week, and man, Ben is oranged up today.
This guy's always wearing orange.
Oh, so much orange he has on. Mike, don't do your thing you do where you stare at him and make it obvious that we're talking about him.
Can he see me through the window?
Dude, you are the worst.
Doing it.
He's not fucking looking at me,
It doesn't, but if he does, Mike, you're laughing and looking at him. You're the worst.
You mean I should stop pointing?
Yeah, you really constantly. You said something on the subway today about someone where, like,
what?
You're like, and this chick here bags in my pancreas. It's like, gee, Mike.
Like
she hears you.
Like when Christine yelled sex real loud at the baby?
She didn't do that. She whispered it, and I told her she wouldn't have to whisper if she just said hook up instead of sex. Like, she has to get the word out.
But you whispered it when it was dead silent, so it sounded like a whisper scream. Like,
yeah.
Sex.
She goes, yeah. She goes, and then they would go and have sex.
He's so good at Shakespeare.
Yeah, I do that a lot, I guess. Whatever.
Oh my God, so much.
Yeah, but
and
if
you're
you
like,
look that way.
What? They don't hear me.
Mike makes
they don't know I'm talking about them.
Remember, I brought this water in, amigo or friendo.
Yeah. Hey, friendalissimo.
Whatever, dude.
What were you gonna say, Christine? You have another example? There's 50 examples.
No, Mike just like makes comments that are supposed to be like under the breath or like go over somebody's head, but he says it almost directly to them.
I know.
Like to you while looking at them loudly.
Look at this.
Living on the edge.
Hey, look at this fat lip goober walking in tight dress pants. And there's only one person walking by us in tight dress pants.
Fat lip goober.
Yeah, you just make fun of people like to their face. You're such a bully.
No,
but you're
I'm
also
not
a fish guy.
I'm not a bully, dude. I'm playing. It's fun. I'm saying it to you. So if they hear me, we deal with it and have a laugh and have a story later.
No, that's you being mean to people.
I'm not going, hey, fuck face, like you're an idiot. Go die in a fucking sewer. I'm going, look at fucking fat lip jabloops over here.
Mike.
Come on, how no
Mike,
fun would our stoop hangs be?
You can wear the New Balance. Do not let the New Balance wear you, my friend. That's what's happening right now.
All right.
The New Balance are wearing you. Be more like Merkface, who wears his New Balance in peace.
I like this guy's. I like Mark's question about Kanye's fucking crew.
There's not a question. He just wants to talk about.
Well, he wants to know.
Yeah, but if we, Mark, you there?
Yes, sir.
What's up, dog? Sorry that you're in hot ass Texas. I've heard bad things.
It's beautiful right now.
Yeah, we shouldn't
Stop bragging.
I would have taken Mark's call in a minute here because we haven't really gotten into the story yet of what's going on. But Kanye West apparently had a stage meltdown.
Yeah,
Half hour meltdown. I listened to it. Meltdown's the wrong word. He just rambles. Like he's so self-important and makes these like
do you want to play
declarative
it?
statements.
You have it up?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Let's hear it. Yeah.
But being perfect don't always change, bro. Being perfect don't always change, bro. So when I talk about MTV, let me explain something. I was hurt. Beyonce, I was hurt because I wanted to present a video called Fake. And out of respect, MTV told me, Mr. West, West, out of respect to you, I will let you know that Beyonce is winning the video tonight for Formation over Hotline Bling and Famous. They told me beforehand so I wouldn't run on stage. Hey, bro, y'all ain't gotta f with me, but you know I got the vision, and you know I'ma keep it real with you.
No, it's great. You can cut this off. What's great about this video is, this is just one of the one I saw on World Star Hip Hop is like the whole 15-minute rant. What's great is you really start hearing people in the audience going like, shut the fuck up and sing a song. What do you do? And by the way,
new album?
that's how I used to feel about like, and I love System of a Down's music, man. They're great.
Yeah.
They really are so great. But like, what I hated was, you'd go to watch an hour and a half set of System of a Down, like 35 minutes is them talking about secret prisons we're making and, secret wars we're starting in Serbia. And I'm like, who gives a shit, man?
It's like going to a Rage concert.
It's like, who here is going to fix your thing? It's like, you're making who aware? These dubes in your audience? Like, what do you want them to do?
Yeah, man, you're right.
Boycott Beyonce, man. You know what's funny is that 30 minutes after the show starts, he walks off stage, never comes back.
He started once. That was only after one song he did?
30 minutes in, I believe, is when he jumped off stage, never came. 2 songs?
Yeah. And 2 songs in that rant. The rant's 17 minutes.
Yeah, but you know what, Andy, for our first time played, the Kanye rant, that's why we go see it. That'll never happen again. He'll just.
I know, but 2 Fish songs is an hour and a half concert.
You know what's fucked up? The next show he canceled last minute, and that was a makeup show from a show he had canceled before. And he gave a whole bunch of tickets to like, free tickets to like kids in the inner city and whatever, and they canceled it last minute. Now he canceled his entire fucking tour.
All those kids got their fades lined up for nothing. Oh man, I got my fade lined up for this.
Mark, if I was working on Kanye's bus or on his crew, I would be looking to get a job with a real artist and a real performer.
Well, yes, which brings us to Mark.
Hand job.
So he's canceled the whole tour.
Done.
That's official.
Mm-hmm.
Is that official?
The first thing that was bad was the show you're talking about. He came out and played one song, then played another song, then repeated the first song, then walked off stage, and there was almost a riot. And then they went to L.A. the night that he canceled the tour, which I guess was last night, and the police were already there in riot gear expecting something to go on. And all the people in the crew heard via email that the tour was canceled. And, you'd think Kanye doesn't give a shit. He's a millionaire. I don't know about his $53 million in debt and whatnot. But there was like 120 people who were in the road crew who all of a sudden don't have shit to do for the next 3 months. So, the ancillary effects of him being a douchebag are kind of far-reaching.
I love that, Mark. I think it's, and Jay, you know this too from like just being on tour, and like I always love to hang with the crew, and I like to like talk to those. They're like the real fucking workers.
Yeah, but also,
I mean?
It's interesting. You hear celebrities sometimes talk about that, where they're like saying they don't like their deal, or they're having a problem working on their deal, but they say they always got to keep in mind there's 100 people that work here that it's like are relying on this job. If I just go, I'm going to contract holdout and fuck it, it's like those people are fucked. You know what I mean? Just because you're in a union, it doesn't matter. You're going to be screwed. Those bus drivers, I've talked to a lot of bus drivers, on tour bus drivers, and man, those guys are relying on that work. It means something for them. Those guys only plan on being home like 2 times a month. So yes, one of the bus drivers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Has he been a driver for like his whole life? Is this like his career, like working for a bunch of different bands?
Yes, sir. He's been with a lot.
Is he just one of those old grizzly white dudes? Those are my favorite.
I love
not even white, because actually we had one Robert who was a black dude who was just great. They're just old grizzly dudes, though. It's always so awesome.
So fun.
And it's great when you hear them talking about like, I guess this guy Max, he was like, yeah, well, last year I was driving around Wiz Khalifa. You're talking like this guy would never know Wiz Khalifa is.
Yeah.
He's all right. Some of the songs all right. They okay.
I had a dude driving us around on the Joker's tour. I couldn't sleep in the bus. So I went and sat up front with him, and he had an Austin City Limits t-shirt, literally stretched over his fat gut. He's just dipped like spitting Skull Mint into like an old coffee cup, like the bottom's just falling apart. And he's like,
they always got
man,
merch.
you know what was a great tour was fucking Marshall Tucker 81, man. Yep, they were fucking partying, man. The chicks and the blow and these sissies nowadays, man.
I love it. They just got to do whatever like the tour is going out right now. So
that's it.
Oh, Rough Riders, things got crazy on that. DMX, puss hound. Real puss hound.
Bunch of snatch monkeys running around.
Mark, thanks for the call, dude. Yeah, that's fucking, that's such a shitty thing, man. But do you find the one on World Star Hip Hop where he really goes on? Because what's funny about the World Star Hip Hop video, the 15-minute one, it's a really far away shot. So you see, he's got this awesome stage.
Yeah.
That, like, floats above the audience. There's, like, a whole rig up in the, like, rafters that, like, this stage moves over the whole audience. And while he's just rambling on about this nonsense, it's just, like, moving, like, and it just, like, kind of goes where it lowers. And then the guy's to come over and, like fix something on Kanye West, and he's like, this guy's like doing something, he has to let him do it, but he's still like, and another thing, Jay-Z and Beyonce corny. Like, just going on with this angry
That thing was probably timed for his set to move where it was supposed to move, you know?
Oh my God, dude.
That's fucking crazy. And then Snoop's like, this dude's not on weed. He said, like, Snoop's like, I'm high all the time.
I saw
what
the video
fuck
too,
is
because
this
he's on
dude
something else.
Yeah. I wonder what it is. Or just his fucking ego. But then it's one of these consider the source things, you know? This guy's obviously a fucking lunatic from the moment, you know, remember the Taylor Swift fucking thing?
Of course.
And
Look, listen, I will say in not even defense, but just like trying to find some like common ground here. I know the more work I have to do and the more traveling I have to do, the more anxiety and more like stuff I get, maybe even the more like antsy and like, you know, whatever, and maybe it's got something to do with that because the guy fucking works nonstop. He's definitely doing something all the time.
You're not on stage like Gilbert Gottfried and Colin Quinn are corny.
Colin Quinn, you heard it here first. You good? You aight?
Schumer?
Your album dope as shit. But I'm just trying to say, Beyonce had the greatest album all motherfucking time. Yeah, he's like, who loves him? And so many people love his music as an artist, and you want to go see a concert, and like, it's getting like Jim Morrison-esque now. Where
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I just wanted to go to a Kanye concert, and if he just did like a 2 hours of music, I'd be like, well, that blew.
Meltdown. Make a sign.
Yeah. Meltdown on me, Kanye. Meltdown on me.
I fucking hate him.
You're really just not into him at all.
Nah, dude, I can't get into any of that garbage at all. I'm trying to give new hip hop a fucking chance, man. There's some of it that I love, like, you know, some of the shit you like turn me on to, and then like A$AP Rocky and shit's pretty good. But I'm still, I'm on
Kendrick
the old
Lamar,
stuff.
Fantastic.
I like Tribe came out on SNL, and that was it was interesting.
This guy Jadena, I'm enjoying a little bit. Christine, did you find the video?
No. Do you know when it was posted? Because I'm going through the last few days and nothing's popping up when I'm searching Kanye.
It's definitely on World Star Hip Hop.
What do you think a Kanye ticket goes for, too? It's got to be fucking crazy expensive.
I mean, I'm sure you can get them for like $50-some.
No way.
Sure.
Dude. I bet you're not getting into that for.
I mean, he's playing like
$200.
Dude, he's playing like football stadiums. So there's got to be $50 seats. Absolutely. There's probably $15 seats the day of. But there's
definitely not. Yeah, he's selling everywhere out, I bet.
While Christine looks it up, I'll let you know that Mike Fenoya is actually going to be at Levity Live in Nyack, New York, not far outside the city, this Wednesday, November 23rd through Sunday, November 27th. Make sure you go to MikeFenoya.com. That's MikeFenoia.com for more dates, and follow at Mike Fenoya on Twitter.
Big J Okerson will be at the Vermont Comedy Club in Burlington, Vermont this Friday, November 25th through Sunday, November 27th. Get tickets at bigjcomedy.com.
You love that club. I'm almost going on your recommendation.
Dude, you're going to have a blast.
Mikey, do you have a show on Thanksgiving?
Nope. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Cool. So, yeah.
So it's no show. So November 23rd through Sunday, November 27th with no show on Thursday.
You're going to love Burlington, dude.
Yeah, you keep saying.
It's going to be, it's a lot of fun. It's a great club. The club itself is great.
One thing about you, you're a rugged guy, but you like a cute city.
I do like a soft city to cuddle up in.
You're a big fan of a cutesy little city.
Dude, great food. You're going to, it's just a fun fucking hang there.
Can I do it low carb?
A lot of cheese. You can eat a shitload of cheese.
I love cheese.
Yeah, everything's got Vermont cheddar. You can put a cock block, just tie some cheese to your dick.
Oh my God, Christine, the noises that are going to be coming out of our hotel bathroom are going to be epic. All binded up from that cheese, just.
No, we're eating super healthy the whole time.
We're just shitting squares.
All the bacon is like maple syrup candied and fucking. Dude, such good food.
Luke, can you play a nice soft fish track over Mike describing Vermont to me, please?
It's great. And you're flying there, too, so you're skipping the drive. It's kind of a boring drive unless you're into scenery.
Joe, we don't take the call, but John in Texas says he paid $400 for lower level Kanye
Saw
tickets.
3 Kanye shows, paid $25. Wow, all right.
So it's I can go anywhere.
I'd like to know if that was each time. See, here we go with the add-ons.
But 25 each time. That's not bad.
That's really not bad. I'm surprised. But how big's that?
Well, where are you going to go? 400 for a lower level isn't crazy.
Dude, I was blown the fuck away at how much tickets were for UFC. Like, I was talking to a guy who came from Scotland, huge McGregor fan, came here, watched all the fights, him and his buddy. They paid $1,100 a piece for tickets.
To sit where?
I have no idea where.
That can't be close.
I know. That's the thing that was like
face value of mine were $15.
$1,100 for tickets. One ticket, $1,100.
Oh, okay, you got it. You found it. Here's Kanye West on his floating stage. That was him wrapping up the song, and he goes, "Cut that shit." And by the way, how fun was that song sounding?
Not very fun.
Radio, fuck you!
Yeah, so he starts he complains about the radio, like, playing the same songs over and over, but they're Kanye West songs they're playing over and over. It's like he's one of the people they play over and over again. What's the complaint? I don't understand. Like, he's doing fantastic. What's his...
He's a fucking
I don't know.
lunatic,
You're reading
man.
the article, and it's like he hasn't been the same since his mom died, and he's constant. What you were saying, he's never not working. He's constantly going around, and he seems like he's kind of a fucking...
Dude, Kurt Metzger's joke about his mom's the first person to die from fake tits is my favorite fucking thing in the world. They just left like a fucking scalpel in her tit or something.
And this is the same hand job that says he's running for president in 2020.
He's got my vote.
If it was him,
I'm gonna bring New Balance back to the black man. Yeah.
All right.
Y'all about to have it. Wide foot shoes coming back to the brothers. Oh, y'all want to talk about Jay-Z? Jay-Z be wearing Reeboks. Yeah, cornball. That's what's up. That's what's up, though. Yo, on another note, I'm coming out on the new line of underwear. All them shit gonna fit your nuts nice. Yeah, Rihanna. Rihanna, where Rihanna at? Dopest album of all times. We have to go through this. We have to skim through this a little bit, but he just starts like he's mad at people, and then he says how great some people are. Like he starts going about how great.
He's fucking insane.
He says Kid Cudi is the best. No offense to somebody. Go ahead, play a little bit.
Does he bring anybody out to open for him, or is it just him?
He's pretty great.
I don't want to lose again. A lot of people here tonight felt like they lost. You know why? Because y'all been lied to.
By who? By him.
Google lied to you. Facebook lied to you. Radio lied to you. Radio fucked you.
There's nothing worse than trying to sound profound.
You just sound like a
and it doesn't make
moron.
sense. Like, Facebook lied to me? Like, you mean people on Facebook? Like, Facebook isn't alive.
The website itself lied to me?
Twitter lied to you. How could you, Twitter? I believed in you so hard.
Yep, lied to you.
Twitter, you told me Vine was going to be around forever, and now Vine's gone.
Pandora, lied to you. Fuck you.
Blockbuster Video lied to you. Hollywood Video lied to you.
ShopRite lied to you.
The mini disc lied to you. The CD told you the truth for a couple years, but then they lied to you.
Coconuts lied to you.
Kale lied to you. Who else lied to me? Let's
Little
hear.
Caesars lied to you.
It's just one pizza split up into two. You was lied to. It ain't pizza, it's pizza.
What a goddamn idiot.
Domino's, stop bringing their food in a half hour or less. You was lied to.
Seamless lied to you.
Stuffed crust pizza is just crust wrapped around polystyrene chains. Y'all was lied to. Y'all was lied to. Oh, what's up? Y'all don't want to hear the truth? Y'all don't want to hear the truth now.
Fuck the people that work in radio. Because these is real people that gotta feed their kids. And they not being allowed to play that real shit. Because they think that in order to feed their kids, they gotta play the same shit over and over and over. I was raised by KRS-One. I was raised by Tribe Called Quest. I was raised by DMX. The last real nigga alive? No, nigga. It's still real niggas alive. We alive today.
By the way, none of those people even raise their own children.
That's amazing.
Oh, DMX's kids are like, that's what that motherfucker was?
Raising this nigga?
Oh, because I had to go to send that motherfucker to jail for child support.
You know what's great is there's like a white suburban mom at this show with her kid who loves Kanye, and she's like, well, this is interesting.
Oh, the music's actually got a nice beat to it. He goes, is he going to start singing again soon instead of inciting this riot?
Good thing I brought my pepper spray.
But again, it comes down to how narrow and small is your world. Kanye West, that you're like, the world needs a speech. He goes, these DJs ain't playing the real shit. He goes, every fucking thing in music is available at the click of a button on YouTube. Everything.
So is he saying,
what the fuck does radio have to, like terrestrial, local radio? Who the fuck listens to half of it anymore?
Is he saying that radio doesn't play his music as much as they should? They only play Jay-Z and Beyonce? Is that what he's saying?
Maybe. I don't know. For right now, he's just rambling, but it's hilarious that he's dangling on a terrifying stage over an audience.
That's the best part. What a weird time to go on a tirade.
It's like someone asking you to stand underneath a 20,000-pound chandelier.
The motherfucking crane operator lied to me.
This motherfucker said it would hold my body weight, and this thing's shaking in a motherfucker.
Key grip lied to me.
Steve, the guy who did the light rigging, lied to me. Let's play a little more.
God, I hate this asshole.
Virgil Abloh is alive tonight, bro. ASAP Nash is alive tonight, bro. Power is alive tonight, bro. Ian Carter is alive tonight, bro.
He also says, bruh.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't really like what he's doing to my word there. Bruh.
Oh, man, if Kanye starts whipping out Amigo, it's a rip.
I'll jump through that fucking screen.
Listen up, amigos.
That's my word.
Go ahead, Google them. They will give you a little bit of factual information. They will give you that.
Wait,
Why did I name
Christine, just skip ahead a little bit, because I want you to see when they start just swinging the stage like across the...
Does anybody start throwing sodas at him and shit? Like, is anything
No, but as you get to the end, you start hearing people say, shut up.
Put money up so high.
Whipping
popularity. Radio spins. Feelings matter, bro. Feelings matter, bro.
Oh, shut
it's a
the
new
fuck
world,
up.
Hillary Clinton. It's a new world.
Funny to say that feelings matter on a guy that stepped on someone's biggest moment of their career up to that point.
Yeah, honestly, right?
Winning Video of the Year and telling her that her album's fine, but Beyonce's album's better because feelings matter.
His feelings matter.
You just don't. It's people who just don't think, man.
Dude,
no perspective.
You know, and not to fucking. I just can't stand when like entertainers have to do this. Like, just go play your music. People are buying tickets to see you perform.
Yeah, I don't want you to be
I don't
the
give
voice
a
of a
shit
generation.
What
What does
Jay
that
Giles' band thinks about recycling. Just go play. You know,
Peter Wolf. I'll listen to him.
And not if he's standing on a fucking elevated stage. Imagine that.
Yeah. Yo,
Marlboro lied to me.
My memory has just been sold.
Angel.
Hey, nah.
I said reputa. Reputa. Throw down your hand, let me comment louder in love. I said I'm mustard. I'm not mustard. I'm a
Freeze frame, y'all. Freeze frame.
Just play your music. I don't give a shit what you think. I hate that.
We gotta take a break in a second, but I'm gonna get to the end of this thing.
My own well-being to say things like this. Radio, I done talked to you a bunch of motherfucking times.
Do you think he believes that he could? Do you believe just when he shuts up, like Kim Kardashian, just like says, like he's like, I wish I could talk to radio, and she goes, bring, hello, oh Kanye, hey, it's radio. Radio wants to talk to you. She calls Khloe Kardashian. She goes, can you just please say your radio when I call you?
She calls Cuba Gooding Jr. Y'all know me? It's radio.
Goes,
It's radio.
You thought he was speaking to the character radio.
He just wants to talk to radio.
He wants to talk to radio.
Turns out it's Kanye's favorite movie.
I'm canceling all shows until I get my hands on radio.
Cuba's in a fucking hot tub somewhere. They're like, dude, Kanye's flipping out. He needs to talk to you.
He goes, he wants to talk to me? He's like, no, Cuba, not you. If you can call as radio, that'd really be big to him.
And he wants early movie radio. You have to push your shopping cart on stage. It's radio.
I'm not doing another motherfucking show until I speak to radio. Oh, man, that's great. Go ahead and play it.
You ate dinner.
You'll start hearing the people complain.
To have dinner with me. I told you about Donda. You said you would help, and you didn't. Then you went to look for aliens. Me and Kid Cudi are aliens right here, bro.
What is he
The vibes is back.
What's she saying?
I don't know. You'll hear better stuff.
Hey, John.
Yeah, I'm with her, even though it sucks.
I mean, he's in a 14-minute rant at this point.
Shia LaBeouf. Kid Cudi feels away. Give him a call.
Oh, my God.
That's great, right?
Here we go. There's just one little kid just hugging a Kanye doll, crying in the fucking...
Q-Tip, I love you, bro. Don't tell me how to be me, though.
What?
I love you. The Tribe album is dope. I love you. Don't tell me how to be me, though. I've been me. I am me.
Dude, this is a...
Look, they start dragging the stage. It starts going across.
This is just a little kid throwing a tantrum. Radio.
Someone starts a Rudy chair. Rudy.
Kanye. It's me.
37 seconds remaining.
Jump, motherfucker, jump.
One thing's for sure. There's no way Fish is doing this in New Year's Eve.
No, I'd leave. You're telling me there's not one person in there with a gun?
Can someone just shot this guy already?
Shoot him in the leg?
But I mean, it is like... It's like this...
Yeah.
Is it even considered a fucking meltdown? Like, what is it? What's he doing? You got a stadium full of people who are there dying to hear your music. These people, this is it. They spent their money, they come out, they want this to happen. You know, fuckface Axl Rose used to do that shit. You just go there. Stop being about... You're just like...
I saw porno for...
When do you start taking for granted that these people came out for you? Like, you're bitching and complaining about something that while you're doing something far shittier to these people.
I love Perry Farrell used to do this in Porno for Pyros. He would just, like, during Pets, he would just go on and talk about aliens in Area 51. And I remember I saw him in high school, high as shit, and he just starts talking about aliens. I'm like, I'm leaving.
And not changing anything. And just becoming part of the power.
Like you, Kanye!
That's happened with musicians because they scared. I'm not scared. I'm here to change things. I am here to change things.
I'm going to change things, like the financial status of my crew.
Like the way a concert's supposed to be. I'm going to ruin it.
That is what I've been blessed with. My vision. I'm not always going to say things the perfect way, the right way, but I'm going to say how I feel.
He's going to take a water break so much.
Shut the fuck up.
Right now, I will prepare.
Yeah, just get off the... This is
right now, press. Get ready to write your passive-aggressive LeBron James racist comments. Season 4 racist comments. Get ready to
LeBron James.
Press. Get ready. Get ready. Because the show's over.
Dude.
He had them literally fly the stage across to the place where he can just get the fuck out of there really quick.
He ran out of things to say. He's like, LeBron James, season 4.
Oh, yo.
Finer Things. I don't know. Stranger Things.
Make sure you check out Bad Girls Club season 15.
This show was brought to you by Metro PCS.
Right when the stage got to the door, he's like, Marshalls, if you dig deep enough, actually have some pretty decent deals. Peace him out.
Panera, pick 2. I gotta go.
You tell me a place that has better soup than Applebee's. Goodbye. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, y'all. It's the Bonfire.
It's radio.
All right. Hey, listen to the Bonfire, folks, on Sirius with Big Soda and Dan Okerson.
You are listening to the Bonfire.
Oh, right. Yes, you are. Good choice, campers.
Ed, say your names.
Oh, right.
I'll start.
No one cares about us. All right.
Hey, this is Joe List, and that's
Mark Norman here.
And you're listening to the Bonfire
on YKWD Radio.
Sing along! Hey everyone, it's the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Okerson, hanging out with Mike Fenoya. Dan Soder's gallivanting on the West Coast.
It's funny that Kanye does this shit when nobody wants him to. I think one of the coolest things I ever saw was Billy Joel did a spoken word tour where it was just him and a piano, and the crowd would ask him questions. You would have loved it. And it's like literally people would write in stuff they wanted to ask him. And like,
Billy, what's your favorite brand of undershirt? You idiot. You may be right. Oh, you suck such dick. I'm going to play Piano Man.
Billy, boxers or briefs?
Speaking of lunatics, besides Kanye West, in the world there's actual people doing really crazy shit. Christine,
oh my God,
got an info the other day that a dude that was one of her school friends. Tell the story, Christine. I don't want to mangle this.
Too late.
Man, okay, so
Christine killed a guy.
I did not kill anybody.
Oh.
I got a text the other day from one of my best friends from high school, and it was news articles about a guy who, he was definitely a friend of ours. This guy used to hang out at my dad's house. We used to hang out at his house. He was part of our friend circle. He was doing some crazy BDSM stuff, and this went beyond like choking and spanking, and he killed a girl.
But did he come?
Yeah, that's the only way he can
Did
come.
he finish?
Apparently there are a ton of videos of him, and he was the girls were hanging by nooses, barely breathing. He was like wrapping girls in saran wrap and cutting off their breath. And the argument from his defense is that
I wrap girls in saran wrap and then shit on their chest. It's called the glass bottom boat.
It's called the glass bottom boat.
The arguments that from his defense is that they're trying to criminalize the BDSM community.
Oh, now what? We can't fucking lose one chick to BDSM. Now we're all getting in trouble.
What he was doing seemed to go beyond BDSM. This was really sick shit, and they're calling him a serial rapist. And from the accounts of girls they slept with, like there was one girl that she was kind of going along with it until she woke up passed out. He was asking.
What?
She woke up
dead? It was like a girl she was dating, and she was like going along with some of this stuff.
You just said the term. She woke up passed out.
I misspoke. Until
she woke up.
She woke up on the floor, realizing she had passed out and didn't know what had been done to her. There was another girl that said he gave her a shot of tequila.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't remember anything after that, and she didn't know what happened to her.
That's good tequila.
Until
Tito's, everybody.
Until the police showed the video.
That's everyone. That's Avion.
That's
Avion
pure,
tequila
that's
for the
pure
girl.
Agave right there.
Pure agave.
You know what though, Christine? Here's my question: were these chicks into it, or was he like luring them back?
Here's my question: were they hot?
I bet they're probably crazy. Like,
did he go 10-second rule?
That's the one that died.
Did he go 10-second rule
nice,
after he killed her?
Way to go!
Oh, I want to see her. Where's she
at?
at?
The dead one's
Here,
cute.
let me pull it over.
You know what? If you're gonna, she's not cute.
He killed her.
Oh man,
yeah.
She looks like she's like 14.
She looks like a girl that would let you put a bag over her head and hang her by a hook.
So that's good. So like her folks are like now they're like, wow, my girl was into weird shit.
Well, there's an article coming from like the point of view of her family, and they don't really mention it. And this is the thing: it's like they're calling him a serial rapist. It seems like some of these girls were part of that community and going back with him, but I don't know if they knew the extent of what they were getting themselves into.
You gotta have a safe word, like no more saran wrap around.
Can I put ice cubes in your pussy and then melt them out with a blowtorch?
There's an old girlfriend of his that says that they did have a safe word.
What's that, the flambe?
Their safe word was, "Oh my God, you're murdering me.
Please stop killing me." No more concrete in my mouth. This doesn't feel very good.
Stop releasing live animals into my snatch.
Piranha eggs. Piranha eggs.
Christine, I think the question we're all wondering is, how did you avoid fucking this guy?
Well, you know what's funny about that? The reason why we kind of stopped hanging out.
What did you do on your first date? Well, he wrapped me in bubble wrap and threw me down a flight of stairs. It sounded amazing.
He put me in a human hamster wheel and then just kept shooting crossbows at me.
Throwing shit at me.
Hey, you want to go home and blow me while I try to shoot crossbows at you?
I'm going to hold my hand over the stove while you fucking lift my feet. I call it the Travis Bickle.
He goes, do you want to try to fuck, but in the oven?
I call it the oven.
I call it the oven. It's this new move. I call it the oven.
Just spitballing. We don't have to.
Hey, let's go home. I'll eat your pussy. I'll brand you. Whatever you're into.
You know what? Honestly, the one mistake this dude made was like not having some type of like a release. Like I sold a car in my yard.
You have a safe word when you have a bag over your head and you're hanging by a noose by a pull-up bar.
I sold a.
I looked that he had an in-house pull-up bar, like a jerk off.
Yeah, no, it was in motels.
He traveled to motels with a pull-up bar?
Yes.
What an asshole.
He bought the P90X complete kit.
Yeah. And then he murdered 7 women with his solo flex. I'm going to tie you to my solo flex, and then when I work it, your limbs are going to just move with it. Ah! Ah!
He jammed a closed Bowflex into their snatch, and when it opened, they just split the reverse nutcracker.
Oh, sometimes I look through that window and wonder if the golf show is talking about the same things we are.
And then I gripped real tight and pulled it out of the drink.
Christine, have you ever stopped fucking somebody because you were just like, this is getting too weird? Were somebody's in some weird shit? Did they want you to say something weird? Or am I the weird? I might be the weirdest.
I think you're the weirdest. No.
Why?
No,
Because I want you to tell me about how you want to have big, huge black dick? Big deal. I bet everyone in this room's done that. Don't you guys ask your chick to say how much they want big black dick besides yours? Lou? Jacob?
I don't say it.
I know, Lou. It's too close to home for you. But Jacob?
I asked Lisa to wear Egyptian musk so she would smell like a black woman. That's about as weird as I get.
You just recover in cocoa butter. Christine, tonight we're throwing a bag over your head, hanging you up from the pull-up bar at Ralph's house.
Ugh.
It is Rocky's 40th anniversary, so you should hang her by a meat hook.
I'll punch you. I'll work you over.
You're going to eat lightning, and you're going to crap thunder, then you're going to come on my tits. That's what you get.
It weirds you out. You know this guy.
Yeah, it weirds me out because I do know.
Did you ever have like a conversation with him?
What do you mean about this?
No, but I mean, it's about like anything. Did you ever like just sit and bullshit with just him?
Yeah, absolutely. Like he used to come. I lived a block away from the high school, so people would like ditch school and come by my house. Like he'd come over with another one of our buddies.
It's hilarious because you weren't in school.
I wasn't in school. I just like everybody came to my house to ditch school.
He's like, dude, 90210 last night.
I think you called him a high school friend, but you weren't in high school. You quit high school.
Yeah, I did. But he really, it really fucked me up. And I sent it to the girl I know that did sleep with him. I sent it to the girl that I knew that did sleep with him, and the reason why
what was that non-answer?
Yeah, everyone. I'm like, why did it fuck you up?
Why did it fuck me? I mean, it didn't fuck me up. Look, it's not like ruining my.
She really fucked me up. I went, why? She went. I'm like, what?
That was her safe word. Just giggle.
Just.
No, it's weird, but I mean, like, so you would just be sitting with. He never like led on to you just in a hang that he was into this weird shit.
No, but we hung out with people that were into like we had this guy Angel that used to come over, and like all the girls were like 15 and 16, and he was 26, and he used to like
pure garbage.
He used to like whip the girls and say that he couldn't wait till we turned 18 so he could see us with black electrical tape on our nipples. Like there's this girl. We have another friend who ended up marrying a master, so it's like. It almost made sense of why he was hanging out with the weirdos. I wasn't ever into that stuff. That wasn't stuff that
you just had the cool house everybody could go to and talk about it.
It was just our. It was just like that was our circle.
You guys want to kill a local girl? Let's go to Christine and talk about it. Her dad's at work.
Let's smoke her dad's cigarettes and plan.
The reason why we kind of stopped hanging out with this guy is this was a few years ago. I was already working at the Comedy and Magic Club, so I had to have been like 20, 21. And we went over to like a party at his house, and my friend ended up sleeping with him. And the next day she was like, he like handcuffed me and shoved my face in a pillow, and it was really uncomfortable. And it wasn't something that she was that into, but it kind of felt dangerous. So we kind of brushed him off after that and didn't really hang with him after that. And then the next thing I hear about him is this.
How was the
Did he handcuff her against her will?
I don't think so. I think he just got a little more rough than she had intended on. And I think the shoving of her face into the pillow, and it's weird when you read this, it's like putting a pillow over her face. It's stuff where it's very, he was very into like he cut off girls' air passages and then would fuck them while they were unconscious. And apparently, like, this girl died, and he was like, "Wake up, you're free now."
Oh, see, that's
and she
weird.
didn't. And there's video of this.
Run, rabbit, run!
They didn't show the videos in the trial, but it's like there's videotapes of all these encounters. So there's actual videotape of this girl.
Can we get them?
Because at first when you said serial rapist, I'm like, there's no way, because these girls are into it. But then it's like, if they're unconscious and he's fucking them, then that's clearly rape, right? I guess. I don't know.
If the girls are saying
When you said
yes,
serial
you
rapist to me, I thought you meant it was fucking Cheerios.
If the girls are saying
He's just
yes,
laying
you can
bag and
choke
cinnamon
me,
milk?
like you can choke me unconscious and then fuck me, like even though you're fucking an unconscious chick, is that rape? Because there was consent before that. And this is where these weird lines are in like what should be accepted and what shouldn't. This is something like, this is death. Like when you choke somebody out for, I mean, look, the autoerotic this is autoerotic asphyxiation, except for not autoerotic. It's two people.
How old was these chicks?
Like 30. He's like 31, and I think she was like 30.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, because you tend to be around when you were younger, like a bunch of fucking dudes who were like trying to do creepy shit with like children. I mean, like literally.
You're hanging out with Ramrod at the
you really don't
Amco.
seem to have like too much of a grip on that.
No, I do, but look, there are things where it's like some of the guys.
You're like, we hang out with this 26-year-old. He'd be like, can't wait to fuck all you little chicky dudes when you get.
Well,
and she goes, but he was cool. He always had tequila.
I mean,
he got the good stuff.
I mean, the girls were always younger than the guys, but this guy, Kevin, was our age. He was in my grade. Like, he was, and then some of the guys were a couple years older. And then the thing is that, you know, so my boyfriend graduated high school the year before I went in, but then he had friends that were like a grade or two above him.
It just sounds
and
crazy.
so you just end up hanging out with look, none of it was right. Like,
Kristen,
no,
you should
I
be
was
living
raised
under
wrong.
a bridge.
I really should be.
There should be a documentary about you. I would watch it. I think, honestly, dude, like, when you get into shit like that, like, you gotta have either, like a paper, like, sign that if you die, it's not my fault you were into this.
That's not going to hold up in court,
That
Mike.
doesn't hold up. It's like you just...
Why not? Get a notary.
Look, I am all for sexual deviance. Obviously, like, I love deviant sex. I think it's great, but it's like there are some things that people are doing where it's like... like, you could die, like, really, like, maybe you should go check yourself out if, like, you need to be on the verge of death to come. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily...
Jacob.
That's not something,
Jacob, this is an intervention, buddy. No more putting light
and it
bulbs
says,
in
like,
your asshole.
he broke down crying, saying to girlfriends, being like, I need this. And
You gotta be a real... That guy should win the acting. You gotta be a real convincing sad sack to be like, fine, just go then. No girls will ever let me hang them by a chin-up bar, by
That's
a
really
noose in
like
the back
what he
over their
did.
face.
It's like, all right, you could put a snake in my twat.
Your friends are the dumbest people ever in the world.
I text two of my guy friends, the one that you met at the comedy club. I actually didn't hear back from him. Another friend who there's a mutual friend that's still in touch with him and still talking to him. And what the friend that I texted said, he was like, I think this was an accident, but it makes me ill. Like, they don't think that he went in with the intention to kill this girl, but it's still the description. The description of what they're saying this guy's doing, like, this is sick shit. This isn't shit that should just be accepted as like, oh, well, some people like to fucking feel like they're gonna die while they're having sex. It's really, it's fucked up, and now there's a dead girl because of it.
Terrible.
The French call the orgasm the tiny death.
La muerto.
La muerto.
You know, I mean, I'm wondering how many times. I can't wait to hear, like, how many girls come out now and be like, I almost died. You know, like having sex.
Well,
with this dude.
there are girls coming. There
Already?
definitely are girls coming out. They're
comes.
and I'll post the article. I mean, this is a public thing, and it's so weird that it's just so close to home for me to be such an obscure
Some
story.
girl's like, you haven't come till you've come hanging from a noose.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't come until someone's throwing Lysol in your eyes.
Christine, you could have been talking to that in a heartbeat. That guy probably could have banged you if he gave it a whirl. Oh, no, maybe he was your age, though. You liked a nice fucking 30-year-old when you were 9.
Yeah. I mean...
You're not supposed to say, yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah,
She goes,
You're
yeah,
right.
that was more my thing.
Because that hurt a little deeper than I thought it would.
Oh, hang on. John in Wisconsin says there's a huge disconnect in this story. John,
Hello?
You there, buddy?
Hello?
Hey, John, what's up? You're on the Bonfire, buddy.
Oh, hey. I'm not saying there's a disconnect in the story. I'm saying, like, people will say that this relationship that occurred is like a BDSM relationship. it's like that, I guess, but there's a huge disconnect between what BDSM actually is and what people who just have regular sex think it is. You know, it's like seeing, I don't know, Predator or some other action movie like Rambo and being like, yeah, it's how the Army is. Like, fuck no, that's not how the Army is.
Are you into this world? Is this your
That's
thing?
what I was just about to ask.
I wouldn't say that I'm like super into it. I know I have tons of friends who are into it, but it's all about it's like drug use, Be fucking responsible about it. If you're a grown ass adult, be a grown ass adult.
Well, look, it doesn't matter how responsible you are, that you can do a line of coke and your heart can stop, and you can choke somebody out during this kind of sex and they could not wake up.
So it's like the lens.
And it's the risk that you're taking being into this, but I mean.
But what you're talking about and what's happening here, it's the same thing with the drug world. We have creepy, seedy-ass people who take advantage of the risks of these worlds.
Sure. You're saying you're saying it's unfair to just call this like BDSM practices when he's hanging chicks with bags over their head by nooses.
Well,
I mean, that's pretty excessive.
I think it's unfair too because that's what his defense attorney is saying.
Well, there's nothing else you could possibly
There's nothing
pull
else
out
like
there.
that's what he's pulling, and I'm like, this is something. It's almost like dragging the BDSM community into this. I'm like, this is something that goes beyond. I like being, slapped when I'm fucked.
Well, it's just one of those like BDSM is just another one of those kind of umbrella. Like, where does the line? Where is it drawn? Like you like getting spit on, or you like getting electrocuted, or almost drowning.
What's the roughest you'd go, Mikey?
Huh?
What's the roughest thing you'd be into? I'm not really in. I'll do light slapping, tops, choking, but not violently.
No, I'm not.
Spitting, I'm okay with.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't personally. I mean, I'm in a monogamous relationship, so we're kind of like, we know what we like and we know what we do, and it's nothing
Give
really
that bitch a couple rib shots, call it a day.
I let her punch me around, and it's more just kidding around at this point. But in my single days, I mean, I don't know. I think that like if a chick was crazy, it almost was like, Jesus Christ, like what am I getting myself into? You know what I mean? Like if it never got super nuts. There was one girl that I was with that was like bananas, and I was almost scared. Like if I leave a mark or something, the whole choke. If a couple girls were like choke me, and I'm like absolutely not, because if you do that and then you leave bruises on their neck, what are they going to do? Go running out like, oh, this dude fucking choked. I'm like too scared.
We've had girls ask Jay to do shit like that, and it's like, no.
The chick this weekend asked me to choke her like really hard. And
you slapped her, and she said that wasn't hard, and it's like it's kind of fun, but I'm like, okay, Jay's not going to give you a fucking black eye.
I'm not going to give you a black eye, and I'm certainly not going to choke you. Really, I feel like I can probably crush your windpipe by accident.
That's the thing, man. And then it's like, who takes pictures of themselves and puts it on social media and says, "Look who did this to me," Oh
yeah. Jacob, you ever get involved in some crazy weird shit with somebody?
No way.
All vanilla.
All vanilla.
Lou,
no
I know
sprinkles?
you piece of shit. You DJ. You're doing something weird. You have a chick put out cigarettes on your dick?
He wears his hat.
I've gotten into a little smacking.
But is that the extent of it?
Choking, pissing.
What? Oh, yeah, pissing.
What else you want to know?
Pissing?
I'm an open book.
You pissed on the girl.
Oh, I couldn't stop pissing. I didn't know when to stop.
Oh, it's what we talked about this in the air before.
Yeah.
You drank a lot of water that day?
Same girl made me choke her, slap her, slapping every single time. There was always slapping.
This girl this weekend wanted slapping a lot, and I was
like really right across the face, hard. Like
yes, I did it twice, and the girl looked at me like, "Come on, dude," and I was like, "Really?"
That's fucking.
I'm like, I don't want to do this harder. It's like it's weird.
Yeah.
And by the way, but that's my weird. Like I'll talk all kinds of shit. I don't mind that. I like talking. I don't mind fucking hard and all that stuff. But I mean, like it's just when it gets to a point, like I couldn't imagine ever getting a girl to agree to letting me hang her by a fucking noose.
That's just crazy. How do you bring that up, and when do you bring that up? Like, you want an appetizer? By the way, tonight.
This show's rolling by so fast. I know. We got to take one more quick break, and then we'll come back and take this thing straight up to 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be right back, y'alls. It's the Bonfire.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, it's gotten morbid. This is the Macabre Hour on the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Okerson. Mike Fenoy over there sitting in for Dan Soder, who's out on the West Coast gallivanting in Sandy Franny.
Hooting and hollering. With
not masturbating, not smoking weed. He is probably upside down livid right now.
Hey, Lou, I want to say thanks for setting up my takeover of XM Radio on a pre-album recording. A lot of people loved it.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of people came out, man. And people came from our show in Albany up to Burlington to see me when I recorded my live album last weekend. And, man, what a fucking blast.
Well, if you want to catch Mike Fenoya live, he's going to be at Levity Live in Nyack, New York this Wednesday, November 23rd. Skip Thursday for Thanksgiving. And then the rest of the weekend through Sunday, November 27th. Visit MikeFenoya.com for more dates. That's Mike Fenoya, MikeFinoia, EIOU, sometimes Y.com for more dates, and follow at Mike Fenoya on Twitter.
Big J. Okerson will be at the Vermont Comedy Club in Burlington, Vermont this Friday, November 25th through Sunday, November 27th. Get tickets at bigjcomedy.com.
My agent just walked into the studio. He looks like a guy who might put out cigarettes on a hooker once in a while in his life. He's all sweaters and dress pants, but then, once in a while he just pays a tie hooker to come over and just put a ladyboy, pays a Thai ladyboy to come over.
Pours citronella wax on his balls.
He fucks it, then gets angry. You're gay, not me! And just puts out cigars on his back.
Get out of here.
Aye, mister! I leave now! Shut up, ladyboy! Why do you make me love you?
This is going to be extra pay! This was not included in quote.
All right, I'm going to burn you with a hanger now.
Crazy stuff. I had a buddy who dated a girl who wanted to be locked in the closet overnight if she was bad. Like, if she wasn't good enough, she'd be like, put me in the closet. And he was like, why? And she's like, just put me in the closet. She would, like, grab a chair and put it in the closet and just, like, make him lock her in the closet.
I used to do it to my little brother, but he didn't want it. He was so angry, but he was so upset about it. I used to lock him in the closet until he would say the N-word, and then I would let him out because we just all laughed that a little kid said the N-word. I was fucked up
Forced
as a kid.
them to be racist.
I was fucked up as a kid. That was weeks ago. Well, he's a heroin addict now, so. Do you think it's my fault? Probably not. Yeah, it's a crazy story, Christine. It is weird to know somebody like that. I've never. No, I don't think. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we said the kid from the Legion of Skanks fan.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about that the whole time that we were talking about this.
Killed his mom, man.
When you hear that,
killed his mom, but you didn't hang her from a noose after he fucked her and put out.
I mean, yeah. I knew
he just killed her like a respectable murderer.
I knew kids who died from drug overdoses, and even that, like,
you're a Fish fan.
Not even pre that. I had a kid I went to high school with who was always trouble, and he was in and out of methadone clinics and heroin rehab and all that. And then one day you hear yeah, he's dead. He got out. He went to his dad's, made amends. His dad ended up $300 was missing out of his top drawer, and then he went to wake him up the next morning, and he's just cold and blue in his bed, and he did all the fucking heroin he could. And you still kind of have that man, when somebody does something that who you knew when you were a kid, you're like, what the fuck? I'm not that bad of a person. You know what I mean? It makes you almost feel kind of good about. It's terrible, but on the bright side, you're like, I'm kind of normal.
Well, the poor girl.
That's terrible.
She looks like a girl. I mean, in reality,
he doesn't look.
All jokes aside, it looks like a girl who was kind of okay, if this is what you want.
He looks like a volleyball player at the private school in town.
That's what I mean, and he's like a bad.
Yeah, he looks like he would either work at an AMCO or.
But that seems like what your whole town is, and
this guy was not even he didn't dress like that or anything. He looked like a normal kid from the beach.
Well, in that he looks like he's dressed
he was like a
Hamlet.
Surfer. Yeah, I don't know what this picture is.
What was he playing,
That's
Othello?
crazy.
But it's funny. It's actually what I was kind of saying. But your neighborhood seemed to be like kids who lived in a nice neighborhood who really wanted to it's the fucking movie Havoc.
Yeah,
you ever see Havoc?
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
That's it. The movie Havoc. It's all these princess girls who are just kind of we're gonna hang out with the bad people and show everyone how tough and badass we are. And then this is what happens. You end up hanging a goddamn chin-up bar in a motel.
There definitely is some white trash in that town, though. We were totally white trash. We had 5 broken down cars in our backyard, and the only reason why we lived in that neighborhood is because my grandmother had bought the house.
I know, but you were 60s. White trash, but you were surrounded by nice stuff.
Rich.
You chose to go hang the route of let's go be badasses and fuck drug dealers and blah blah. That's you guys were dummies.
But then our friend's father, who he lived down the street from the high school too, right behind Debbie and Jeff's pumpkin patch. Why
would you say that? We all know what you're talking about. Right by Deb and Jeff's.
No, we used to call it DJ's.
Debbie and Jeff's.
Oh, the P patch.
his father had the meth lab in town. Like, that's where the meth lab was. So in the middle of this beautiful neighborhood, there's
keep
just
America
like the meth
working.
lab.
That's a great place to get meth, smoke meth, and then go get all fucking wacky in a pumpkin patch. Like, what an amazing place to ride out your high.
No, baby, please don't go.
You just start punching pumpkins.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
There's 21st and PCH.
In California, they had pumpkin patches. I just feel like it's all taco stands and fucking...
Yeah, for Halloween.
Yeah.
Pumpkin stands?
Do you think that, like...
I just picture you living... Didn't you say you lived, like, near some ravine or, like, some, like...
The beach.
Wash... No. You lived
the
near...
rain drain.
The rain drain. Yeah, she lived in a rain drain.
I didn't live in a rain drain. The rain drain was, like, a block away from my house, and so there were, like, there's weird wildlife because of that. Like, we had possums and skunks and rabbits and...
Murderers.
And that guy.
and sadomasochistic murderers.
I mean, if I had to put a voice to this guy's picture, it'd be like, sorry, I hung your daughter by her head.
Yeah, I didn't know his family. I think they
really
were
liked
foreign.
it.
Fucking Christine goes over there. Hey, you want to go to the meth lab behind the pumpkin patch? He goes, I don't know. I have a date to put out some cigars in this girl's eyeballs.
Well, I thought of that because he lived, like, right on that same street. Like, it was on 21st Street.
I can only come if there's a knife in my butthole. I mean, look at this girl.
Yeah, I just didn't come.
But that's what you.
Jeez.
But that's what you.
Yeah, that
but
kind of does look like young Christine.
But this guy looks like every guy picture you have your like former stories with. And this isn't even like trying to beef up myself, but it's like you guys looked for like some scumbaggy dude who was like the other side of the track, so you can be like, we're badass.
Yeah, he had an El
No,
Camino.
this kid was not other sides of the track. This guy went to Maricosta High School in one of the richest communities
Once
in
again, that's
California, in Manhattan Beach, California. Upscale, rich, white.
Mesa-Costa.
Oh, Maricosta. Oh,
What
cool.
were they? What was their Mesa-Costa?
That's really going to help.
Gringos?
That's really going to make sense to our callers from fucking Puxatawney, Pennsylvania,
I'm
Christine.
explaining it's a rich white community on the beach in California. Like, this wasn't a skeezy dude from out of town.
So now the rich whites are the one who only murder girls with fucking hanging them by bubble wrap.
Redondo.
You want to go down the Redondo and have this guy?
Take the 5 to Redondo.
I know a guy who'll hang you by your clit from a noose. Son of a bitch.
What a weird looking dude. And I want to know why he's wearing a poncho, but it's like got a collar.
Yeah.
I wish I could find...
What a weird looking fucking dude, man.
That looks like the jail suit they got him
He
in.
looks,
Like
look,
with the
that's
town I
a
grew up in,
picture
if that
of
guy
him.
drove like 11 people would have called the cops like in a minute.
All right, Bronx Tale.
He was
Wrong neighborhood, Moon-Yans.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I promise. I'm trying to help you.
Stay down.
Stay down.
Whites and whites, Hudson. Now, good for you, Christine.
Well,
you really dodged a bullet there.
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's just such a weird thing to hear about somebody that you've spent that kind of time with.
Well, at least, yeah, well, you know.
No, you're out of it. You
your
made
quote-unquote friend who got
you should feel
handcuffed.
good about yourself.
I think the story is one of those stories she's telling about herself. I had a friend that got handcuffed by him. It was so scary.
We'll call her Tristine.
We'll call her.
If that story was mine, I definitely have more detail.
We'll call her Christina. You couldn't remember because you passed out, remember? he snuffed you out with a pillow.
He was stepping on your
Yeah, they come to snuff Christine. Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna die.
Local Mexican kid hung my wife.
Yeah, this kid wasn't part of like my demise where we were going to the bad neighborhoods and all that. Like, this was a kid that was just part of that, high school friend circle by the beach.
Maricosta High School Band.
So that's where the Trophy Kids documentary takes place.
All right.
Jeez. All right,
Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah, all right.
That's nutty, man. So you think he'll get a shitload of jail time, or what's the story? It depends on his defense attorney, right? Imagine being a defense. That's a crazy fucking job, huh?
Yeah.
You're just
It's going to be great as you find out you're going to see his cellmate hanging from a fucking a sheets noose from the thing with a hole in his butt.
with a load on his chest.
He has a $3 million bail, so who wants the rights to this story?
Kickstarter.
Let's see. Hopefully that pumpkin patch has been selling a lot of pumpkins. They could fucking throw some at him.
Mikey Finoich and me will be on the road this weekend. Separate places. Mikey's going to be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at West Nyack at the Levity Live. Make sure you check that out. Go to MikeFinoia.com for tickets, and you can follow Mike on Twitter at Mike Finoia.
Jay will be at the Vermont Comedy Club in Burlington, Vermont this Friday, November 25th through Sunday, November 27th. Get tickets at BigJComedy.com.
And as always, follow us at The Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Dan's going to be calling in on Wednesday. And Wednesday, I'm going to be doing. Can I announce who I'm doing it with Wednesday? The show?
Yeah,
Going to be sitting for Dan Soder. We're going to have Bonnie McFarlane sitting in with us. The great Bonnie McFarlane. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe some more surprises. So stay tuned for that. And then Danny Soder's going to be back next week. And we'll be doing it together again.
Finally.
We love you guys.
We miss you, Dan.
We miss you, Danny. And we will be back Wednesday on the Bonfire.
Thanks,
Till then,
campers.
crackle, crackle.